Hello, my name is Basifreke Essien, the staff of Abbas Research Team. Today, I'm going to introduce to the general public correlational research method. In research, we have so many different types of methods that a scholar, a researcher, a student, or even an organizational aid can adopt in his goal achievement. One of the research methods we have is correlational research method. For example, an individual is carrying out a research to investigate how security challenges can cause or can bring about lecturer job satisfaction in a school. The appropriate research method to adopt is a correlational research method because he or she is aimed at checking the relationship that exists between the security challenges and that of lecturer attitude or job satisfaction. That is his main aim. So the appropriate method to adopt is a correlational research method. So we can define correlational research method as a research method that is used or that is adopted when investigating the relationship between two or more variables, or when an investigator is trying to investigate how a particular variable predict another variable. For example, I mentioned security challenges. As one variable, and also lecturer attitude as another variable. Here, the security challenges is called independent variable. Independent variable. Then the lecturer attitude is called a dependent variable. This is the general term for this variable, and this is also a general term for this variable. But in correlational research method, independent variable is called a predictor. And dependent variable is called a criterion variable. Some authors call it covariant variable. So this is what you come across in correlational research method. Another typical example of correlational research that is another typical example of a research that can adopt correlational research method is when an individual is trying to investigate the causes of a particular situation. For example, you are checking how an administrative style will affect staff job satisfaction. You can see how this can help an organization in its goal achievement. So you see apply the correlational research method. Then we have different types of correlational research method, and we don't call them methods again, we call them research design. Even in your building plan or any other aspect, there are some areas that you need to design. So in research, we design research. So we have 5 types of correlational research design. research design under correlational research method. Number one is simple. Number one is simple correlational research design. Then number two is partial correlational research design. Number three is multiple correlational research design. Number four is simple regression, or you call it simple predictional research design. And the last one is multiple predictional research design. You only come across these designs in some very good research textbooks, like the simple correlational research design. This one is adopted, the type of research design that is adopted when a researcher is trying to check the relationship between two variables, only two variables. That, for example, you are checking the relationship between maybe peer group and indecent dressing. You are trying to check how peer group relates with indecent dressing of a child. In this type of research, you adopt a simple correlational research design because you are only considering two variables. This is the independent variable and this is the dependent variable. So the statistical tool that will be applied when adopting simple correlational research design is called simple correlation statistics. Simple correlation statistics. Simple correlation statistics. Okay, the second one is partial correlational research. In partial correlational research, we may have two independent variables or more than two independent variables and only one dependent variable. Two or more independent variables, two or more independent variables and only one dependent variable. Then what you want to do, you want to check only the effect of one variable, how one variable relates to another variable, how one independent variable relates to another dependent variable. What you do is to adopt partial correlational research design. How is that done? What you do, you are going to keep, for example, if we have, as we have peer group here, we also have parents. If we have parents and we have peer group as the two independent variables. So I want to check how these two independent variables relate with indecent dressing. What you do is to keep, if for example you want to first of all consider parents, so what you do is to partial out peer group, or you can call it control peer group, or you can say remove the effect of peer group, so that only parents will show the relationship with the indecent dressing. Then after, you now do for peer group and then partial out parents, or control parents, or remove parents, and then look at only the effect of the relationship between peer group and indecent dressing of a child. So in that type of research, you adopt a research design called partial correlational research design. So that is when we apply partial correlational research design. So the next type of design that we are going to consider is the multiple correlational research design. multiple correlational research design. The multiple correlation, as the name implies, multiple, meaning you have many independent variables. Trying to check the relationship between independent variables, more than 2 independent variables with a dependent variable. For example, maybe in agricultural area, you want to check the relationship between poultry element and rate of egg laid. The poultry element and the rate of eggs laid, maybe by a layer. Poultry element the poultry element here can be, we use medication, we use light, and we also use feed. We want to check how the relationship between this element and the rate of egg laid by a layer. So these are all independent variables. So what you do, that one is the rate of eggs. Rate of eggs laid by a layer. What you do is for you to check the relationship between this and this, all these variables at once, all of them at once with this. So you have to adopt a research design called multiple correlational research design, because you are considering all of them at once. And this, in this research, you are going to check whether this element relates with the number of eggs laid by a layer at a particular time or in a time interval. So you apply a research design called multiple correlational research design, and the statistical tool will be multiple correlation. Okay, so you can think of other good examples that you have many independent variables that you want to check the relationship between many independent variables and a particular dependent variable. Another good example can be you check lecturers' abilities. You can count their abilities, maybe their teaching method, their qualifications. Qualification is there. Then the mastering of the mastery of the subject matter. You want to check how their abilities influence their productivity. So you can adopt a multiple correlational research design. Another one is the simple predictional research design. Remember, I mentioned when I was giving the definition of correlational research method, I made mention of showing that it is adopted when you are trying to check the relationship between 2 or more variables, or how one variable predicts another variable. So in that aspect, this will lead us to predictional research design, and predictional research design is mostly found in regression analysis. Regression analysis is also part of correlational research method. So simple predictional research design is adopted when you are trying to check how a particular variable predict another variable, predict the outcome of another variable. And remember, I told you that the independent variable is called the predictor, while the dependent variable is called the criterion variable, or you can call it the covariant variable. A typical example can be you want to investigate how. Let me go back to these security challenges. You want to check how maybe an example of security challenges can be attack predicts staff attitude to work. For example, if there is an attack in a school environment or in a school compound, can this attack predict how a staff will behave in a workplace? So for you to check this prediction. Statistically, you use simple predictional research design. Then we now have multiple predictional research design. As the name implies, we have so many prediction, you have so many predictors. You have so many predictors. So you are trying to check how these many predictors, for example, the medication, light and feed, how these predictors will predict the number or the rate of eggs laid by a layer in the agricultural sector of research. Or you can have maybe in the medical field, you undergo a test, you test an individual, you do test for malaria, test for typhoid, maybe test for maybe skin diseases. You do all these tests, then you are going to check, you compare, you take all these tests, the malaria one, that of typhoid, and that of the skin disease. Those are three variables, and those are predictors. You now check how these variables will predict the health status of such individual. So what you do is to adopt a research design called multiple predictional research design. It will give you the result of such research, and then you adopt a research statistics that is called multiple regression. You can do all this, you can apply all this research design and the statistics using a software called SPSS, and we have our videos on SPSS that can also help you, that can show you how to apply this research design. I'm going to pause there for now, but I hope I've been able to show you the light or how correlational research method is adopted in a particular research. Thank you very much.